Okay. You good? Yep. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. I know we're a very small and mighty group, but I'll use the microphone so it can be picked up on the live stream as well. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here. I am super excited to have you here this evening to celebrate what these awesome people behind me have learned so far this year. These individuals behind me took on an extra challenge of learning an instrument, some of them for the first time, while also adjusting to the middle school life. They have come so far, and I can't wait to share with you how far they have come. There are just a few dates I'd like to keep in, like you to keep in the back of your mind as we are approaching this upcoming season. The first is this Thursday, January 15th. There will be a public hearing that will be held in the auditorium. It starts at 7 o'clock. Then next month in February 5th on a Thursday will be the deliberative session that will also be in the auditorium starting at 7 o'clock. And then lastly, the town voting will be held at each of your towns starting on Tuesday, March 10th. So with that out of the way, I know you're here to come celebrate their accomplishments so far. So we're going to actually get started with some of these songs out of the book that we've been reading out of. And some of the things you're going to hear are going to be some of the songs that we first learned on the instrument. Meaning we were learning how to make sounds for the first time ever back in September, learning how to hold the instrument, and learning how to read and understand what the music looks like, or what the notes look like, and what the symbols look like. So this first song we're going to play is going to include just one type of note called a whole note. You'll hear it held for 4 straight beats. Then you'll have 4 beats of silence, and then they'll play a different note for 4 beats, and it'll just keep repeating that pattern for a few measures. With that being said, here's our first song called Moving Along. Sorry, moving around. Can you see me? Okay. Am I shining bright? Okay. 1, 2, ready. Yes, these first couple songs are going to seem kind of on the short side, but these are literally the first few songs that we learned on our instruments, how to hold the instrument, how to make the sounds, and they're making some awesome sounds. Give another round for that first one. This next song, we start to challenge ourselves and try to play notes that move slightly faster than the whole notes. So now these next notes you're going to hear, they're going to be representing for 2 beats of sound, with one or two random whole notes that are in there as well. So this one is called Half Note Rock. As you hear, a lot of these notes, they're moving from one note to the next note, and they're just with one letter name to the next letter name in our alphabet. This next song we're going to play actually has a skipping around from one letter to the next letter. We're skipping a letter in between. For example, we might be moving from maybe an E to a G versus playing E, F, G. We'll be moving from like E, G, and then backwards and forwards and all that stuff. This next one is going to be called Cuckoo. Yes, the joke has been made. I'm also cuckoo as well. One, two, ready. Usually I'm playing along with them. I'm either playing trumpet or saxophone or French horn as well. And this is actually the second time I haven't physically played with them, and I'm actually waving my arms around like this. They actually just learned about the conducting pattern literally on Friday when we last met. So this is their first time in a performance, actually second time seeing the conducting pattern, and they're not using me as an aid for them as well. So they're doing an awesome job. Do another round. We're going to now move on to a different type of note where we are moving a little bit faster in our note progress. We are playing, so we started with whole notes. Now we did half notes. We're moving on to what's called the quarter note. And each of these notes are going to be worth one beat of sound, okay? And at this point, we're also starting to increase how many notes we're playing as well. So I think, actually this is still first 3 notes on the page, but we're going to be quickly moving on to adding more notes in the next couple songs as well. This one is called Stepping Stones. Sorry, so many songs I forget which game to call it. Stepping Stones. One, two, ready. And now we've reached the song I feel like is our most difficult one that we've learned so far this year. It seems interesting because the next songs after that seem so much easier than the song that we're about to play. It's Go Tell Aunt Rhody, and this is a song that it mixes in half notes, whole notes, quarter notes, all the different types of rests that we've had so far, plus it's skipping around, which makes it even that much more difficult. And especially when we're learning how to read the notes, if we're not comfortable or confident with what letter name or where it is or what it's supposed to look like, it can be a little bit of a challenge, but I think they've been doing such an awesome job with it. So here's Go Tell Aunt Rhody. I'm sure I'll hear it in class tomorrow. Mr. Hackney, you took that song way too fast for us. But I think they just did an awesome job right now. Give it up for them. So now we've reached the range where we're going to have 5 notes in our vocabulary for our instruments, and we're going to be playing the next song called Merrily We Roll Along. This is also where we learn a technique called repeating, and we start to learn what that symbol looks like at the end of the song. So you get to hear the song twice. It makes it a little bit longer for us. So here's Merrily We Roll Along. That's our longest sounding song. Can you hear the breathe? They're doing such a great job, and I know it's pushing them to go longer and longer with the endurance as well. Our next song, we're still venturing with those quarter notes. We're still doing our 5 notes. We're still learning those repeats and getting used to that thought. This is Good King Wenceslas. The standing joke with me is I always speak a little bit too fast when I go to say the name. I actually slow down. If I don't slow down, it comes out like gobbledygook, so I often call it Good King What's His Face. So here's Good King Wenceslas. All right, we've reached our last song in the program. I know it says there's one more, but we weren't going to do that one, and I forgot to change the program, so I do apologize about that. But before we end this evening, I would like to thank a few people. First is our building administrators, our principals and vice principals at the middle school for their unending support. I would also like to thank our director of music, Mr. Kurt Schweiss, for all that he does for us, anything in front and behind the scenes for us. Thank you. I would also like to thank Anthony DeBartolomeo for running lights, sound, the live stream this evening. He does all the stuff that's behind the scenes for us, so thank you, Anthony. We have a few high school helpers that are with us this evening, and they're part of our Music Honor Society, so we do highly appreciate when they come and help out and play along with us as well. So if you're a high schooler, can you just give a quick wave? I might have failed them a few times, that's why I was going to make that joke, but anyways. And lastly, I'd like to thank you, the parents, for your support and encouragement with these awesome individuals. It is not easy to start middle school, a brand new building, a brand new atmosphere, a brand new schedule, and also take on the feat of learning a brand new instrument and encouraging these individuals behind me to keep going with it. So I do thank you for all of that, and let's give it up for your parents, guys. All right, I know I threw that at them. So the next time, these people will be performing. So we do 2 performances this year. This is our first one, and I think they've done an awesome job with it. Our next one is our goal for the year, which would be to get them to be included with the advanced or the experienced 6th grade group. And that will be at our middle school bands concert on June 3rd, which is a Wednesday at the end of the year. That will be our final concert for the year for the entire middle school band, and that will include the jazz band, the 6th grade band, the 7th grade band, and the 8th grade band. And that's where we get to recognize some awesome people for some of the achievements that they've achieved this year. So keep that in your calendar. I'll have more information about that day as we get closer, but June 3rd, Wednesday, is our last concert of the year. This last song we're going to play is one where we took a concept and we now we have to do this thing called tonguing in music, where you hear the different notes being articulated, just like when you speak, you have to enunciate or articulate your words. We do the same thing on our instruments. In this song, we actually learned how to do this thing called slurring, where we don't use the tongue when we move from one note to the next, and it has like a very nice, smooth transition from one note to the next. That can be incredibly difficult as you're learning an instrument because you got so used to using the tongue on every single note that when you go to slur, it's not as easy for some of these people. This next song is going to feature that slurring, and it's called Serenity. Take a bow in 3, 2, 1, bow. Awesome. We're just going to put our instruments and our music books away, and we can meet you in the hallway. And thank you again for coming out this evening. Have a wonderful rest of your night.